Okie dokie, boys. I've been waiting a long time to bring this back, and finally we're able to bring it back. The return of the king, the purple Kayn. You have Conquer, Overheal, Tenacity, Coup de Grace, Transcendence, Gathering Storm, Double Adaptive with Scaling HP. If you guys did not know what purple Kayn is, it is when you mix red and blue. So you're taking the red build, red runes, putting on a blue Kayn, and you know, we're adding some things that are a little bit different than red. We're adding more mobility with the blue smite. We're adding Transcendence, Gathering Storm, more ability haste because we're going to be getting Man Immune, which is going to be more damage and more mobility because obviously more ability haste equals more mobility. And then we're also going to be getting the Gore Trigger for sustain, so that's where Overheal is going to kick in. We're going to be getting the new and improved Spear of Shojin. So a lot of you are probably wondering, what changed for Purple Kayn to be good again? Well, one second, let me kill this Rengar. I don't know what he's doing. What is bro cooking? Back here. Ow! I got tongued. Wait, we might be able to kill him. Oh no, yeah, I accidentally auto-clicked. It's fine. Poor guy. Well, the thing that changed was the Spear Shojin buff, and that's probably going to be one of the main reasons why it's going to be so good. Because Spear Shojin is a really good build for someone with very low CDs. I'm not going to need a leash. It is a very, very good build for someone who synergizes well with low CDs. So, I'll show you guys how that works. Green Kayn with Shojin. Oh, you're right. We could do Green Kayn. I haven't done Green Kayn in a while. I wonder what mythic we'd get for Green Kayn, though. Probably like a tank one, huh? Okay. We're just gonna farm Wolf Start, and we're gonna path down right now. Oh no, I missed that Baby Raptor with the Wolf. Q. That's not good. I got auto one extra time. It's fine though, I don't waste too much time. Just had to do one more extra auto. You have to make sure that you hit the Baby Raptors with at least one of your Qs, because it's 2 Qs, and then you hit them all with the... Because it takes 3 Qs to kill the Baby Raptors. Yeah, so we could look to gank bot after. So a lot of you are probably new to Purple Kayn, you don't know what the heck it is or why it's so good about it. Well, it's basically if you're ever in a situation where you have your red build and your red rune set up, but you get your blue form first, and you're like, I don't really want to wait for this form. Well, that was really the invention of Purple Kayn. Being able to mix the playstyle of being a bruiser and having high mobility, and still having good damage, being able to sustain and also burst. That's exactly what makes Purple Kayn so good, is because I found a lot of scenarios where Blue Kayn wasn't necessarily good because they were a little bit too tanky, and Red Kayn wasn't very good because they had too much mobility. We're going to go for the Vel'Koz here because Israel is E, so we can kind of just do that. Oh wow, that's good. Yeah, I don't want to go too deep for the Nefiri there because I could have died, but oh,
By the way,
nice, I got the kill.
Karasmai
Oh, Deuce Bombs, thank you for the prime. Appreciate that so much. Boy, thank you, thank you. Oh, this is not good. I'm gonna wait my E. Run! He doesn't have flash. Yeah, he didn't have flash, so I guess they want to go in there. B for right now? Yes, I am. I might go for the Scuttle because it looks like he's gonna want to contest this. I am not scared of Rengar, because Rengar just got a big nerf. Finally, finally! For all these years, he finally got a big nerf. I have a Kaisa mid. This game will be perfect for Purple Kayn. I might have to hover Echo here. Yeah, because look how aggressive she's going. He gets a good W off. Ooh. That's good that she flashed, otherwise she was 100% dead there. That would have been able to get on top of her, and we could have slowed her and just walked her down. And Mr. Echo, a pretty good damage between us. Rengar's feeling those those Rengar nerfs. Yeah, I said this so much today, but I'm very excited for the patch. Not just because 6 items got buffed that Kayn uses. Literally every single item that got buffed is items that Kayn uses. But also 4 really strong junglers got nerfed. Rengar, Kindred, and Rek'Sai, the 3 dominating the win rate stats. S+ every patch for the entire first split. And then Hecarim as well, who I always thought was pretty broken under the radar. People never really know how to play him too properly besides Dantes. I always felt like Rengar or Hecarim was a little bit overset as well, and all of those champions got pretty significant nerfs. So that's going to be amazing for Kayn and Kayn mains because, well, not as much competition, and all of our items got buffed. So I am ecstatic about this new patch. I am so happy. And because Kayn is getting so much more damage from all these new items, because Kayn didn't get a buff directly, but all the items getting buffed gives him more to work with, gives him more resistances, gives him more damage. And because of that, we're able to build a little bit more diverse. So this is where Purple Kayn and Full Lethality Red Kayn and all these other, different iterations and builds and playstyles comes out for Kayn, and I'm so excited for it. I'm also very excited because I feel like there's going to be a lot more Kayn mains, because I personally am going to be hosting a little challenge for the NA Kayn mains, all the D2 plus Kayn mains. So the first Kayn main in NA that isn't me, they can get the challenger. I'm giving $500 to. So I'm pretty excited about that as well. I got exhausted, so it wasn't worth to go in and take the damage there. You can definitely look for the kill after though. Once we get this wave shove in and Flux tanks, good. Oh. Flux has to tank it, but she's not tanked it. All good. But I am quite excited. All the new Kayn mains, all the new Kayn builds, all the new Kayn playstyles. There's going to be so much Kayn content for Split 2. Me, I'll get challenger. What server? It's North America only. If you guys are interested, discord.gg/Karasmai, where we're going to be hosting it. Cool. Let me dodge this. Oh! Yeah, I got the plate. Sweet. Ow! Why on NA time zone Twitch there's no one fun to watch? This is my only choice. Yeah, because I played with a lot of players in Grandmaster that I found to be very skillful. I was in EU. Oh my goodness. They were very, very impressive. Ran into a couple Kayn mains too. It was pretty fun, pretty cool to see. I saw Frigola and Dark Aura. Ran into both of them and they were both impressed me. They're Kayn. I actually got to play Kayn into them as well, so their ability of understanding how Kayn works. Pretty cool. I like the EU trip a lot. I feel like I learned so much. Hopefully one day I could have a Korea trip as well and maybe run to Yon 100 and there's any other Korean Kayn mains that we'll walk into. Who's ADC? That's Nafiri. That's the new champion. Nafiri is a pretty exciting champion. It's an assassin who's designed for mid lane, but I think she's going to be played a lot in jungle and as a very fun kid. I'm actually probably going to be playing Nafiri as my second champion, my backup. So if you guys are interested in Nafiri and Kayn content, you came to the right place. Probably going to be a lot of Kayn, just because I really like Kayn, but I figure Kayn's going to be getting banned a lot more next patch because, well, I just think he's going to be very good. And I'm kind of excited for that because I like Kayn being good, but I'm also kind of worried because I don't like Kayn being banned. But see, that's where Nafiri comes in, and I'm kind of excited even more because I'm like, oh, well, here's a fun champ. Because I have Conquer, I could be a little bit more aggressive in my 1v1s, and also Ringer got nerfed, so that's good. Also, I had mid-prio, so I knew he was going to rotate over. That was a good little fight there. So I'm actually going to wind up getting my red form first. Now, here, let me give you guys this as a disclaimer. If you're playing this build and this playstyle, you can go whatever form you want first. That's kind of the freedom of going this build and playstyle, is that you can go red first, go blue first. You can do whatever. Nearly, whatever you think fits better, because there's so much diversity of what you could do as a Kayn. And this playstyle gives you all that to work with. And I am a big fan of that, but I think I will be getting my blue form here first, and we'll see. Oi! Help! He's over there, I can tell! Ah! Ooh. That's clean. Holy. Alrighty. So, we'll be getting these items. So, the build with Purple Kayn is going to be Gourd Drinker, Ionia Boots, is going to be a Spear Shojin, and then Manamune. And you're going to see how much damage. Oh, dude, I just love this skin in Chroma. I only have it on one of my accounts, one of my live server accounts. Obviously, this PB, so I have every skin, every Chroma on this. But I just absolutely love the Deathbringer Chroma. It is so beautiful. And now you guys are probably curious, the play style of how you work Purple Kayn. Very interesting. It's kind of like how you would play Red Kayn, but with blue. That's the best way I can explain it. How would you play Red Kayn as a blue Kayn? So a lot of your sustain isn't going to be from your passive. A lot of your damage is going to be from the passive. A lot of your sustain is from your abilities. So spamming your abilities, that means your E's and walls, your Q's, your W's, your Gourd Drinkers. Spamming everything that you can. basically the way you want to play that. And oh, I could get an auto Q off. And this will also give you a little bit more incentive to kind of force your tier 3 upgrades. That way you can get the sharing a little bit earlier, because imagine that extra ability haste, 15 ability haste that early on for your team. That'd be nice. So farm heavy junglers might be a little bit better, even though there's not a direct buff to farming in the jungle. Only blue. Well, red got some changes as well. The exact numbers on that. They actually nerf the slow, and they make it to where you scale upwards towards 20%, so they actually kind of nerf red buff. But blue buff, I definitely would say, is a bit of a buff. Oh wow, Neferi won that. I was not expecting Neferi to win that. Neat. Let's wait for the knockback of the CC. Yeah, I make sure to kill him with an auto there. That way, I think I might be getting sent right here. He thinks I'm gonna walk down there, so I'm gonna walk all the way around. Ah! I just farmed this camp because if worse comes to worse, I have an escape route. Boink. And we outie. He's right there. And Ezreal's right here. Bonk. Nice. Because we're going Gold Drinker, we're going to be maxing Q. All the new builds that we're running, we're going to be maxing Q again, so no more W max. Pretty neat. I got that dog in me. Let's play Neferi. Yeah. We almost have our tier 3 smite. That'll be good, especially for Echo. If we can get that tier 3 smite for 2 minutes, the next blue spawn, that'd be perfect. Just 7 camps. Should be easy, especially if I'm invading. Now, with this build, there are situations where you might actually want to get Cleaver and Shojin. That'll be fun to show you. Because having a lot of ability haste, and then also having the Shojin passive is going to be very, 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 very funny. Ooh, nice. Oh! I need to go down instead of up. Blue build's gonna be a lot of damage, and the new rune set's gonna be First Strike and Treasure Hunter once again. That'll be fun, fun, fun. Very snowbally, very snowballies. That's gonna be. I love finding new builds and playing new builds. It's one of my favorite things to do as Kayn. Look forward to it. Perfect. Avoid. All right. I get this. Some towers inside Lenafont. Pick up blue orb over sweeper, because as blue Kayn, you're not really like the map too much. You're mostly like in the wall, especially with this build, because you're getting so much abilities. You're gonna be constantly moving through like this, and you kind of want to scout out, look for fights sometimes. Because even though I'm playing a bruiser blue Kayn, I'm still gonna be looking to catch people out, look for picks and whatnot. Ow. He's gonna eat me. I gotta run. It's okay, I can get 2 towers top. Most I like blue Kayn was OP Yumu's one shot. Yeah, we're gonna be going back to that, so don't worry. And it'll be even more OP this time, believe it or not. Once you see the items, you will know exactly why I say that. Because it's not Yumu's that's OP, it's the synergy with Axiom that's OP, because the bonus lethality you get means lower ult CD. So, that'll be really neat. If I get this camp here, then I can get the blue buff and give it to Echo, and he gets 15 ability A's. Because he's level 12. I'm level 11, so I get 50 ability A's too. Get 2 crashes. So the main thing about this build is that look to one-shot the back line pretty easily, and then you can also have enough sustained damage to kill their front line as well. And you're decently tanky. Alright, I have Shojin. And you get Man Immune. Oh, when you get Man Immune, you get so much damage. See, a lot of the way that you're getting tanky is through your sustain, through having such low CDs. Your ability haste is going to be franked, especially when you get blue buff. Like, holy, it's going to be wild. And be able to spam abilities, more overheal, more gore drinker, more everything. Let me show you. That's also why we got Transcendence and Gathering Storm, because it just synergizes really well. More damage, more everything. someone can get this. Wait, I think the Fury just yoinked the blue buff from Echo. That's all that. I also get anti-heal for the Rengar. Oof. That was wild. People that live there. You can see Shojin coming in handy, so you're able to do a lot of damage and you're able to sustain a lot. Like I mentioned. That was a little bit wild. A little bit wild. True Spear of Shojin is quite OP. Get him. And this without Mana Immune. Mana Immune's going to be your main damage power spike. Right now, I have good damage and I have good sustain. But when I get Mana Immune, I have great damage and good sustain. Don't get too much sustain bonus from Mana Immune. Red or blue Kayn? Next patch, I don't think I can even answer that. I don't know. Both seem so amazing. And purple Kayn seems great too. I don't know what to say. I think Kayn all around will be one of the best junglers. You can mark my words on that. I will bet you. Kayn will be probably he was sub 50% the entire last split. You can look it up. Masters Plus. Wait, 1 second. You can look it up. The entire last split, Masters Plus, sub 50% win rate. I think it's gonna be 52% plus win rate, and that's just Masters Plus. I think in all elos, might even be higher than that. Might even be higher than that. If people are playing this champion properly, he's gonna go crazy. This is, like I said, this is like one of those rare moments where you as a Kayn main will get so heavily rewarded if you know and understand exactly what I'm telling you, and you understand the playstyle I'm trying to omit. If you can kind of follow through with the steps, the guide that I'm leading you towards, I think you will probably find the most success with Kayn that you've ever found. That is my hypothesis. Because not only the item changes, just the nerfs on the other junglers as well will give him so much success. Ban rate will be 40%. Well, that's why I'm kind of excited that the Fury is coming out too, because I think the Fury is pretty good as well. So I think Fury will be a pretty good champ to play as well. I don't think Kayn will necessarily be the best champion of the game, but I think he will be one of the highest win rate champions of the game. And that doesn't always equate to the best, because the best is usually what is playable in meta, and what is playable in meta is competitive meta. And he's too selfish of a champion to be ever competitive meta, so I don't worry about that too much. Now, this is without a fully stacked enemy, but you can see that you still have good damage to like one-shot people, right? So you can still one-shot as a blueser, as a purple Kayn, but you also have the sustained damage to be a lot more durable in fights. You also have incredibly low CDs, so you can just spam abilities around. Look, I'm just constantly Qing around, Eing around. You have a 5-second ECD. I have a 2.3-second QCD, and then I have a 4-second WCD. Your ult is such a low CD time as well. It's kind of like you're taking Axiom. And this is with Mana Immune fully stacked, so a lot of you probably wondering, what do I get as a follow-up? Well, if I want more sustain, I could go Cleaver. If I want more burst, I can go Grudge. If I want to be more defensive, I mean, there's plenty of great defensive items. You can get like Frozen Heart, you can get Visage, you can get Sterix. The whole thing is that you're pretty much free to build whatever items you want. You want to get Serpents, you can get Serpents. Purple Kayn is very exciting because it's very easy to understand. You can go into every game running the Purple Kayn build and runes and go whatever form you want first. You can build whatever you want first. As long as you get these core components of like Mana Immune, Shojin, War Drinker, run the right runes, you could literally do whatever you want. It's Kayn simplified. That's why Purple Kayn is so well enjoyed, because I talk to a lot of people that play Kayn and watch my videos, and a lot of the feedback that they give me is that they are obsessed. They love the Purple Kayn build and playstyle. It's usually their favorite. It's because it's so simple and easy to understand, and it's very enjoyable to play because of how much like, you can actually do. You're given the tools, kind of like a jack of all trades. You have sustain, you have damage, you have mobility, you have everything. Oh. And look at how much overheal does for me too, so you definitely have a lot of tankiness. Don't let people think that you don't have tankiness. Because 3k HP and this much sustain is, trust me, it is something. Sweet. Woo! Quadra. So, because I do so much damage and they're pretty squishy, I probably get Grudge. Feels like I'm playing a completely new game where I'm allowed choices. I'm allowed opportunity. My choices will impact the outcome of the game. As opposed to last split, where my choices will dictate how much my team flames me or not. I didn't really have too much control over winning games. I had control over how much my team will say bad things to me. That's about it. But I am very excited to see all the new builds and playstyles and everything that not only I'm thinking of, but other Kayn mains are. So I'm just going to ult this guy to get close to the Vel'Koz here. And we're going to kill that guy. And I'm going to go for this. Sweet. GG. Nice. Well, hope you boys enjoyed the little purple Kayn game. I love it as always. 10k over heal blocked. That's sweet. Peace out, YouTube.